So this is week 2 in 8 weeks of taking control of your body. And if you suffer from heel spurs, plantar fasciitis, shin splints, calf tension, if you are unable to wear heels for long periods of time, if you squat and your heels raise up off the ground, if you're walking down a hill and you have pressure under your kneecap, then this video and these exercises are for you. So we're going to start off with your feet using this lacrosse ball. Now, I'll post the link on when you can find these suckers. You can also use a golf ball or something hard that's a spherical surface as well. With your feet, getting into it here, we have 3 main arches in the foot. You have a medial longitudinal arch, you have a lateral longitudinal arch, you have a transverse arch, and of course you have the heel as well. Now generally, when people have pes planus or flat feet, this medial longitudinal arch actually collapses because the tibialis posterior, the muscle on the inside, is unable to support it and bring it up. Now, if your inner arch falls in, your knee's going to fall in, your hip's going to come out, we're going to get this huge level of dysfunction. So, to help strengthen your tibialis posterior, you have to be conscious of bringing your inner arch off the ground whilst you stand. Now, generally this becomes quite nasty and quite tight, so I'm going to show you 2 exercises with this ball, and one using your body weight that's going to freshen up the bottom of your feet. And if you have plantar fasciitis, this one is very important for you. Okay, so I have my ball here, and what I'm going to do here is I'm basically going to stand on it, all of my foot. I'm going to roll it back and forth from the toes to the heel, and I'm going to look for any areas of tension. And once I find an area of tension, I'm going to spend time breaking it down on there. Now, don't be shy with this. It's going to feel pretty nasty. If you have any calcification build up, it's going to be pretty gritty in there. Spend 2 minutes on either foot, either side, getting in there, breaking it all down. So I can't imagine that would have felt too nice for a lot of you, especially if you haven't done that before and you've built up on the bottom of your feet. Now the next one is we're going to open up and stretch those toes and stretch the fascia, which goes from your heel cord all the way up to the metatarsals. If you have any broken toes, of course, you're not going to do this as intensely, or you're not going to do it as I would show you. You'd make a modification and you use your common sense as well. But for those able toes, what you're going to do is you're going to tuck your toes under as far as you can. Okay, then you're going to sit your weight behind your heels, tucking the toes towards you as far as you can. Now the hardest part is going to try and be able to relax here. Okay, a lot of you are going to fight it, a lot of you are just going to resist, you're going to tense up the feet, just chill when start. Now relax here for 3 minutes. Yes, 3 minutes, relax. Yes, I can imagine that was pretty nasty for a few of you there. Now the next one is going to help with shin splints, okay? Shin splints, if you know what they are, if you've had them before, they are nasty and they're going to affect all the way from your ankle up to your knee. It's going to be debilitating, going to stop you running until the inflammation goes away. Anti-inflammatories are only going to take away the inflammation until it comes back. Why is it there? Well, that's what you have to get down to, okay? You got to fix up your gastrocnemius, your calves, your soleus, you lengthen them, and in the meantime, this is another temporary solution that's going to add to the long-term solution. What it is rolling your tibialis anterior, the front tissue here. All you do, with a bit of PVC piping or a roller if you've got one, just slowly going back and forth over that tissue. You're not really rolling over the bone. It's nothing bad from doing that, but it's not going to give you any relief. You want to do it the soft tissue either side, okay? Now, the second stretch to that one is this. I call it the Japanese sit. You're sitting back on your heels, your toes are pointed behind you. You very slowly bring your knees up off the ground and you'll feel the stretch from the ankle all the way up to the knee. Enjoy 60 seconds. Okay, so the next one, we're going to work on the back of the calf now. Gastrocnemius and soleus, what are they? Well, with your calves, and this little point here, this little intersection where the 2 heads meet, you've got the lateral head and the medial head. This part right in the middle there, that sucker there, is going to be quite nasty. Think of it as an intersection with cars crashing all day long. The soleus on the side, it's more of a postural muscle and it more works on your stability. So you've got different fast twitch, slow twitch muscle fibers, and that depends on how much tension you've got. But not to go into too much detail and to give you the relief the fastest way possible, let's grab this roller. Let's start at the heel cord, okay? So you're going quite low, and you're going to work all the way up. You're going to come up off the ground. You're going to point your toes all the way from the bottom, all the way to the top, using your window wiper with your feet, going side to side, pointing, 2 minutes apiece. If that's too much for a whole your body weight, if that's too much pain, bend one leg, slowly go back and forth, or even better, get your loving partner, friend, or family member to do this for you, where you lay down on your chest, have your legs supported, and they roll with a rolling pin or a roller from the bottom of your feet towards your heart. So that is the first way to roll out your calves and get the release before we go into a calf stretch. The secondary way, I hope you have one of these. They're about $5 a pop, great investment. This sucker fits conveniently right between your hamstring and your calf. And when you put that ball in there and you place your back against the wall, and then nicely and unsuspectingly you pull your bottom of the foot, crank it as close as you can, that's going to be real juicy and real nice in there. Now, after a while of doing this, of course, you're not going to have any pain at all, because tension is pain, and when we get rid of the tension, we get rid of the pain. But to begin with, you'd have to spend a little bit of time rolling back and forth, bringing your toes up, bringing your toes down, breathing, and spending about 2 minutes apiece in here. You can bring the knee in, you can bring the knee out. You're going to know when you're in the right spot, and just make sure that heel's tucked in nice and close. 2 minutes aside, I'll see you for the stretch. So now that we've released the calf with the mobility ball, with the actual roller, now we can get into the stretch. Now the stretch I want to hit is your gastrocnemius, so that large, thick part of the calf, which is in charge of pointing the toes whilst we walk or whilst we exercise. Now to lengthen that calf from years of abuse, so I'm sure it's been neglected, we're going to stretch, and you can use a roller again, you can use a step, you can use anything that you can prop the feet up on top. What you'll do, cool socks optional, is place your heel on the ground. You try and get the heel as close to the object as possible. And then what you're going to try and do is you're going to try and push your hip forward in front of the heel. Hardest part for you is going to be able to relax. If you've got the roller, I like to pop my foot in front and on the floor. As I breathe, I get lower and lower. Keeping that left leg completely straight, and you're going to feel that stretch all the way through. Now, you're not going to hold this for a short 5 seconds, 15 seconds before you go for a run. What you are going to do is spend 2 minutes of correct thinking, opening up, dilating, imagine the muscles lengthening, and that's how we get the benefit. Breathing, so eventually your heels can go nice and flat on the ground, okay? So that is a brief and basic guide of cleaning up your lower leg to give you optimization of those tissues. Now, literally with one little session, just with the lower leg, I could spend 2 to 3 hours just talking constantly about how things work and how we should feel and how we should move, but I'm trying to cram as much as I can into these short little videos. And understandably, you might be thinking, oh, am I doing it right? And although I'd love to be there with you to make sure you are doing it correctly, I can't be, but practice makes perfect. And the more you do and try these exercises, the more confident and the more in touch you're going to be with your body. So you'll know whether you're feeling things in the right way or you're not feeling them in the right way. And that's what I want you to build upon. I want you to build your practice, spend time doing it, and eventually we're going to get your body to where it should be. I'll see you next week.